Members of the media, would you like to please shoot some questions at our lovely ladies here so that you can get to know a little more? And I must just say that this moment, at least I'll remember it forever, all of you together. Me too. Thank you. Thanks. Media, please go ahead. Yes, please.
Hi Manushi, congratulations first of all for the project. And my question to you is that since you are here for a noble cause, can you share any anecdote with us regarding your first period and who explained you about menstruation and menstrual hygiene?
Thank you. I think any girl would remember the day she first menstruated. But for me it was like any other day. I already knew what menstruation was. Of course, I didn't know the exact biology, but I knew that it meant that I'm growing up. And thanks to having very forward parents, they had already spoken to me about it, and my school had already discussed. So for me, it was something not very unexpected in life. And I remember I just went out and I told them that I think I've got my periods, and that's when they explained everything and about its management to me as well. But it was a day that I would always remember. But just because I knew that it was something which is normal, I expected that, you know, if I'm healthy, this is something that's going to happen to me. I wasn't scared, or I wasn't baffled at that moment, and that really helped me.
Manushi, I know that you have heard this question a zillionth time, and I have to again ask you that
Bollywood? No Bollywood.
No, but you were recently featured in Dabu Ratnani's calendar. So does this indicate that, you know, Bollywood future projects will be coming on your way? Or you'll go back to medicine?
Well, I'm only 20, I'll be very honest. And I have my whole life to explore so many opportunities. Definitely, I have always felt passionate. I've always felt curious to learn more about medicine. That is why I've been so excited about studying it as well. Of course, I'm going to complete my education, but if I get an opportunity, maybe not only Bollywood, anything else in the world, I would definitely take it, because opportunities don't come every day, and you know, I don't know what is made for me, and who said I can't do both.
The next question. Yes, please go ahead.
Hi Manushi, hi. Nikita here from Zoom. Congratulations to all the lovely ladies on the stage. You all look extremely gorgeous. Manushi, and to all the females on the stage, want to know that what Manushi's Beauty with the Purpose is menstrual hygiene. So many years, all women across the world go through this issue, but still, like Miss Oceana, like the ladies on the stage mentioned, that even women across the world also go through this taboo of menstrual hygiene. Why do you think about something that is going on since the day man and a woman were there in this world is going through, but still there's a taboo on it, and people don't want to talk about it? Why do you think? Do you think that this blockade in their mind stems from?
I think it's communication. When you talk about something, you know more about it and you're more comfortable about it. And a lot of reasons due to which it's a taboo and we've had myths is because people didn't know why it happens. And you would associate blood with impurity or a disease or something that's going wrong in your body, which is very natural. So people try to explain it the way they understood it. But now, since we know the science behind it, now times have changed. Now we even have the technology to manage your menstruation. So I think similarly your thought process should change, which can change through communication.
And can I add to that real quick as well?
Please.
Just on the note of, you know, there's all of this technological developments and science unveiling the truth behind menstruation. What's important so that we don't kind of fall back into that taboo is that we continue to openly talk about it and have open dialogue and discussions. Both men and women, both boys and girls, you know, the mothers and fathers have the responsibility to raise their daughter and to let their daughter know exactly what is going on in their life, you know. So this isn't just something that happens to girls and women, but, you know, boys and men will experience it as well because we live together, you know. So the important thing is that we have open, comfortable dialogue and discussion about it so that we don't fall back into that idea that it's taboo.
one more discussion that is going around India is that day leave for when you're on your first day of a period. Do you wonderful ladies agree with this notion of a leave, or do you not?
I think the day you're menstruating is like any other day. It should be treated like any other day. Definitely, if you need a leave, then the system should be considerate enough to provide you with one. But it should not be like a compulsory leave that you could just take a leave because you're menstruating, because that would actually mean that there's something going wrong, and that's the message we do not want to send out to the society.
I think that would also continue adding on to the taboo, because that would mean then that you are weak and you have to go home because you're menstruating, and that's obviously something that we're trying to change. So of course, if you are in way too much pain and need to go home, that's a different story. But as Manushi said, I don't think it should be a compulsory thing.
Yes. Any other questions?
Oh yeah. Seth, are you a fan of Bollywood movies?
Hi, Seth. You want me to say that in front of media so that I get killed?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, so,
I'll be very honest. I've not followed Bollywood that much. It's because I have a sister who's crazy behind Bollywood and a mom who's crazy behind Shah Rukh Khan, that I used to watch a lot of movies, but I think I've always been more into books, unfortunately.
okay. But a lot of rumors are going on that Karan Johar is going to cast you in Student of the Year too. Is this true? I mean, we just want to know.
You just call them rumors, then why would you ask me?
No,
is this
because
true?
we want to know from your side. Is it true?
Well, I think it's Karan Johar who's doing the casting, so you should ask him this question instead.
But he said that he's going to make, and there are.
He said he's going to make the movie. Did he ever say that he's casting me?
There are plans, but
He said there are plans of casting me.
And
did
me
he
too.
approach you some way or the other? Is it?
Well, like I just said, that right now, as you all know, we're all touring for Beauty with a Purpose, and that's what's going on. And I think movies is something which is very exciting. It's a very exciting journey for me. But this is his job to cast whoever he wants to. So I think this question should go to him instead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hi, this is Priyanka. Firstly, you all are looking beautiful. My question is to all of you. What is that one memory you're taking from my country, India? And this is for all of you.
Go on, one by
Me too?
one.
Yes. Of course.
Go ahead. What's the memory you take back from India? Stephanie, you start.
Well, I have many memories in India, starting out from last year, where first of all I visited the Muktangan schools. So I do remember.
Come on,
some
ladies,
of you guys'
kids,
faces.
clap for Muktangan. We actually came to Muktangan.
I don't know if you remember me there, but I remember you. And I remember that visit is always something that's gonna be in my heart. And I think every time I come to India, and in every city that we've visited, the welcome is the most incredible thing in the entire world. Everyone is so hospitable and warm, and they just get so happy because you're here, and I love it. And one thing else that I know I'm going to take back from this trip in specific is all the children and young women that we've been able to meet and that we've been able to talk to and give the positive message of and the awareness of feminine hygiene.
Mexico, any special dish that, any spicy food that you want to do? That you want to...
It's working? Okay. Yes, the food is the best thing ever. The girls find it too spicy, but I find it delicious. I'm good at eating spicy food. But also, as Stephanie said, the people is amazing. The way they get so happy to see you, I think is the best reward we can have. To see the people happy makes everything worth it, makes all the efforts worth it.
Thank you.
In addition to the people, can you hear me? In addition to the people, because that vibrancy is it's unmatchable. The cultural traditions You know, you look out into the crowd, you look out into the streets, no matter where you go, it's so colorful. You know, the women dress so colorfully, and it just, for me, that's just such a symbol of the vibrancy of your culture. You know, everybody has all these different colors and the smiles, and you know, and so I'm definitely trying to bring a few saris back for my mother and sister and my aunties, and you know, because I think that is something that makes India is also so unique, and it's just, I've never seen anything like it before. It's really spectacular.
Well, I'll also add on a memory, since I'm also supposed to do this, but I think the best memory that I would have, the best experience that I've ever had as a citizen of this country was when I came back home after winning. And I never anticipated that I'd get this kind of a reaction, but for me, it was overwhelming when I stepped out of the airport. It was midnight, and I really didn't think a lot of people would come. But there were so many people out there, and the most beautiful thing was they were all shouting out India. So that's when you realize that you've done your country proud, and that is the best memory I have of this country.
I felt like a celebrity that day as well. I got mobbed by around 500-600 people just protecting Manushi. Wow. Yeah, that was a fun.
I think India is the most beautiful country, and I'm so much in love with this country. The warm reception, it's just amazing. I'm so much in love with it. The food, although it's spicy, but I'm managing. But I'm loving it. The culture, it's so warm. I love the colorful saris that you people wear, the beautiful colors that you put on your faces. The culture is just wonderful. I'm so much in love. And every time we go to any airport, anywhere that we visit, we get flowers, warm smiles. Everyone just wants to take pictures with us. It's so warm and so, it's just a wonderful feeling. You can't even explain that. And I'm going to take that back to my country and tell my people, this is how India is, this is how we should welcome people. Thank you so much for giving me a memorable experience. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. It really means a lot. In fact, I think whoever asked the question, Student of the Year Karan Johar, should cast all of them. You all look so beautiful today, really. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Media, any questions?
No.
Oh, you want to please go ahead, please. She wants to share her experience. Come on, go ahead.
As I told you, meeting with your foreign minister was really, really honorable. And also, I really like the girls here in India. I love their voice. Wherever we went, they were like, yes, ma'am, and hello, ma'am. They were speaking it together at the same time. And it just made me look back my life. It just made me want to do better than before. And it just makes me feel like their curiosity and their sweetness, their politeness, it's going to be a great inspiration to the world. I just feel like. So I think I'm never going to forget their voice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think before, I think one last thing I'd like to tell everyone, share something with everyone.
Darshan.
That when we were met the Vice President of our country, His Excellency said something very, very special and something which I would really like to share with everyone. Of course, to send a message out to the society, there are three most important elements. The first, I would say, is leaders, because people listen to leaders, they look up to leaders. The second are people, girls just like us, who are walking together in purpose, who are able to portray themselves as icons so that people look up to them. And the third would definitely be the media. So thank you so much for helping us, sending across this message to the society, and being with us here today, because the kind of reach you all have, you can bring a huge change in the world. So thank you for being with us today.
Can we give it up for the members of the media here? Thank you so much for patiently waiting throughout this exercise that we wanted to do. This couldn't have been a better start for FBB Colors Femina Miss India 2018, and flagging this off with such beautiful women and strong, confident women is commendable. Can we please do the inauguration where we're very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on. We have the very first Miss India 1964. Miss Meher Castellino, can we please give it up for her? Can we please have you on stage, ma'am? The first Miss India who actually was crowned from India in 1964. Meher Castellino. Louder, come on, kids! Can we please welcome her on stage, ladies and gentlemen, please? Can you please help her on stage? Thank you. We would like you please, Meher, please, I'm going to just call you Meher because you're just as young and as pretty as we have seen you back in that picture in 1964. So go ahead.
Thanks, Natasha. Thanks again for remembering me. I came on the 50th, now I'm on the 55th. Who knows about the 60th, though.
We will see you there, God willing.
I am so overwhelmed by listening to all these beautiful girls talking about their purpose, their thoughts on life. And since you all beautiful ladies are from the 6 continents of the world, I wish that each one of you takes charge of your country and brings forth your dreams so that our world is what you all dream about. We need wonderful, educated, beautiful, thought-provoking ladies like you, and the world needs them. Maybe it's high time women started running the world instead of the men. So Miss World contest is doing a great job, and I'm really thrilled about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Meher. I really want to, without further ado, flag off and officially flag it off with Manushi and Stephanie by lighting the Diya right now and blessing us with all the love and warmth. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give it up? Stephanie and Manushi, please join Meher to light the Diya. And ladies, I have something for you. Can we also take pictures? Please let the media take pictures. Please pass them the light. Can we please cheer for them? Come on. This is a really lovely moment. Our first Miss India 1964, Meher Castellino, with our current Miss World, Manushi Chhillar, and Stephanie, our former Miss World. Thank you so much for joining us and inaugurating this. The Miss World family, this isn't over yet. We will be releasing, and you will be releasing our first poster and look. All of you together will be pulling down the satin cloth that will be behind you.